And a pleasant good morning to you from the Dick Vitale Court inside historic Callahan Hall, where we enjoy breakfast and basketball on Kids Day at the Hall. Over 4,000 fans in attendance from 30 different schools as Detroit Mercy opens its 41st home slate at Callahan Hall against the Falcons of Bowling Green. Hello, I'm Denny Kapp, and it is the dawn of a new era here at McNichols in Livernois. Rosanna Reynolds has graduated. She's playing professionally in Scotland. Haley Rostovsky, Kelsey Mitchell, they're no longer a part of the active roster as well. Their presence certainly missed on the court this year. Seniors Nicole Urbanek and Brianne Cohen are going to be relied on heavily. Well, an incoming freshman class is going to get some major minutes, led by Lexi Tobel and Kayla Brown, who were in the starting lineup for Friday's opener at Miami, Ohio. Both the Titans and Falcons open their season on Friday. Detroit Mercy coming up short at Miami, Ohio, while Bowling Green enjoyed some home cooking, scoring a win in its opener against Eastern Kentucky. Falcons feature a dynamic scoring presence in preseason All-MAC guard Carly Santoro. She had 30 points and a double-double in Friday's open. They also face a defense that can convert turnovers into touchdowns. A defense that forced 18 Eastern Kentucky turnovers, turning them in to 30 points. Starting lineups are taking place right now. Bowling Green just introduced, and they're going to go with the same five they went with in their opener. Only a couple of seniors on this Bowling Green roster, and only one of them start. That's number 33, Haley Puck, a 6-foot senior out of Waterloo, Iowa. They have a big front three, a 6'3" center in sophomore Jane Euchre out of Akron, Ohio, St. Vincent St. Mary. That's a familiar high school if you follow LeBron James. They also have a 6'1" swing forward in Andrea Cecil, a 6'1" sophomore out of Oak Arbor, Ohio. A couple of really talented guards. Sydney Lambert's 11th place all-time at Bowling Green in three-pointers made. She's a 5'8" junior out of Cincinnati's Macaulay High. And out of Bellevue, Ohio, I should say, 5'10" junior guard Carly Santoro, who, as I mentioned a moment ago, preseason All-MAC coming off a 30-point effort. She is just the 11th player in Bowling Green history to have multiple 30-point games as a Falcon. Titans being introduced, and there's a change to the lineup from their game on Friday. Freshman guard Kayla Brown is going to come off the bench today, and starting at point guard is the junior out of Nelson, New Zealand's Waimea College. It's Gracie Roberts. Also at guard, number 5, a 5'9" sophomore out of Toronto, Ontario, Anya Marinkovic. Lexi Tobel's a 5'11" freshman. She'll start at forward out of Heartland, Michigan. Nicole Urbanek, the 5'8" senior out of Grosse Ile's Divine Child, by the way. Dearborn Divine Child, hails from Grosse Ile. She opens up her senior season here at Callahan Hall alongside her longtime teammate, 6-foot senior Brianne Cohen out of Toronto. So this Titans starting lineup today features 3 international starters, and that's the way this game has gone. It's a reminder that basketball is an international game. You got 2 kids from Ontario and 1 from New Zealand playing along, 1 from Grosse Ile and another from Heartland. Our officials today are our third team, Tom Hollion, Frank Sterator, and Simone Jelks. Andrea Cecil will take the tip for Bowling Green, and Brianne Cohen, I imagine, will be doing so for the Titans. A couple of last-minute words down at the bench. Bernard Scott, 33-30 in his 3rd season here at Detroit Mercy. He's got a new assistant coach on the staff in Madison Rostovsky. Molly Bateman and Tara Fleming are back with him for a 3rd consecutive year. Jennifer Roos, 82-78 in her 6th season as the head coach, 17th overall with the program at Bowling Green. Tip is won by the Titans. They're going right to left across your monitor. Topside with it is Gracie Roberts. Lost it, but over to Nicole Urbanek in the corner. That's Anya Marinkovic from 18. No. Brianne Cohen couldn't pull it in. And Bowling Green comes up with the board. So the Titans come up empty on their first possession, but they got a good look there from Anya. Topside with it is Cecil. She'll swing it left for Carly Santoro. The lob inside, back to Santoro, and a travel. A travel there on Andrea Cecil. The Falcons turned it over just 5 times on Friday, tying a school record for the least turnovers committed in the game. That's their first one already, less than a minute in. Left wing, that's Marinkovic. A long two won't go. Gracie Roberts is going to go over the back and get called for the foul. Sydney Lambert was going for the board, and Gracie went over. Titans want to be more aggressive on the boards. They got out-rebounded in their first game by 16. Gave up 22 offensive rebounds. You like the aggression, but you got to do it smart. Titans doing a good job forcing some full court pressure. Falcons cross half court. This game's scoreless a minute in. Lambert lines up a three and comes up short. She came up 0 for 3 in their opening win against Eastern Kentucky. Gracie up ahead for Anya. She led her too far, but a collision's going to be called on a loose ball foul. Bowling Green's Andrea Cecil. Or check that Haley Puck. Foul is on the 6-foot Puck, who was a track and volleyball star in high school and has had herself a nice career. Urbanek puts it on the deck. A pass to Marinkovic ends up in Tobel's hands. Nice lob inside for Cohen. Too deep, and she traveled. Pass a little bit actually off the mark. Brienne tried to correct herself and was immediately double teamed. Bowling Green recognizing her as a scoring presence underneath. Titans extend that defense to three-quarter court. Bowling Green breaks it. Right side with it is Puck up top. That's Santoro. And the three's off the mark, but an offensive rebound. That's something the Titans are going to have to watch. Lambert misses another three. Now 0 for 5 to start the season from range. Urbanek double dribbles. $8:22 to go in the first quarter. We are scoreless on field trip day here at Callahan Hall. Throughout this broadcast, I'll be joined by the Oak Park High School Band. Phenomenal job getting everyone hyped before this game, as did Casey Hollins of Channel 7 talking to the kids. Lob to the right block, and that's Cecil. Comes up short. Defensive rebound there for Urbanek. The coaches' boxes extend all the way almost to half court now. Tobel with a long three, and Tobel's first points here at Callahan Hall give the Titans an early 3-0 lead. So throughout the season with this new camera setup, you will see the visiting coach literally directly in my sight this year. Puck left wing. As Lambert works it inside, and a foul going up with it was Euchre, and she will go to the line for 2. Euchre did not attempt any free throws in the opening win against Eastern Kentucky. She misses her first there. As a freshman, she shot 50% from the free throw line. She was 6 of 12. Didn't get there much. As a freshman, played just 5 minutes a game. Safe to say her role is increasing this year as she knocks down the second to give the Falcons their first point of the game. 3-1 Titans, 2.5 in. That's Roberts on the drive, and she walked. Tried to hold up her dribble, and her feet slid, and she's going to come out. Brittany Jackson will come in her stead. Brittany came in the opening moments for Kayla Brown at Miami, Ohio, and immediately got involved with the offense, hitting a shot. And if you're new to Titans basketball, if you want to get a good litmus test of the Titans' energy, look at Brittany Jackson. She is instant energy. Euchre up top. That's Puck with it, Marinkovic on her. Nice job hedging that ball screen there by Tobel. Santoro puts it on the floor, and Nicole Urbanek staying with her step for step. Now they'll switch around, and on the drive is Puck. And with 1 second on the shot clock, a block underneath, and Puck, who was out of control, is bailed out and will go to the stripe for 2. The 6-foot senior was 1 for 2 at the free throw line against Eastern Kentucky. Knocks down the first of 2. There's quite a bit of family legacies in athletics on this Bowling Green team. Haley Puck, no stranger to it. Her brother John plays basketball at Albany, made the NCAAs, or played basketball at Albany. Now plays professionally in England like Detroit's Rosanna Reynolds. Knocks down the second, makes them both, and we got a tie ball game. Jackson blows a tire. On the drive is Lexi Tobel, and she's tripped up. Jennifer Roos does not agree, and that's the second team foul on Bowling Green, and that's going to be picked up by Andrea Cecil. Brianne Cohen gets an early break. Lola Rostovsky's in. Titans going to go a little small here. Ashley Miller's also in, so I missed another sub. Urbanic finger roll won't go. Up the court comes Sydney Lambert, the 5'8 junior, around a screen up top. Good movement outside in. Euchre gets her shot deflected underneath by Tobel. Ball on the ground. The jump ball goes the Titans' way with 6:32 to go in the first quarter. Titans got off to a decent start at Miami, Ohio. Things kind of unraveled in the second quarter, and it was the complete opposite for Bowling Green, who trailed Eastern Kentucky after the first quarter and then ripped off a 9-0 start to the second quarter. Bernard Scott, Jennifer Roos, and exchanging smiles and pleasantries. It's not often you hear coaches agree with each other during the game, but they just had a moment there. Three ball won't go this time for Tobel, who hit her first one. Defensive rebound there for Bowling Green. That's Puck with it. Up top for Lambert. Lambert with the lob inside. Cecil turns too strong. Lola Rostovsky cleans up the glass. Titans doing a good job on the boards early on. Good movement. Brittany Jackson. Tray ball is off the mark. Nice job saving it for Lola, but she saved it to a Bowling Green player. It's a 5-on-4 power play. Open left wing baseline drive. And an easy layup for Carly Santoro. Her first points of the game come over 4 minutes in. And that's a credit to Nicole Urbanic, who's played her tough early on. But it's a 5-0 run here for the Falcons as Brittany shots off the mark. Titans can't hit the bottom of the basket. Cecil on the drive. They're going to call a block underneath. And once again, Bernard Scott frustrated, and understandably so. Cecil didn't appear to have her body under control there. Hard-working crew on this ESPN3 broadcast, led by Christian Gibbons. There's a great replay. Lola Rostovsky had position. And I understand Coach Scott's frustration. Cecil was out of control, and if you're looking at this game unbiasedly, it's hard to call that one a block, and I'll leave it there. First of two is up and in for Cecil. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line against Eastern Kentucky. 8 points, 3 rebounds in that game. 61% free throw shooter in her freshman campaign. She's an exercise science major with a 3.5 GPA. Second one, splash. 2 points for Cecil, and the Falcons have put up a touchdown. It's 7-3 with 5:32 to go in the first quarter. Nicole Urbanic gets a break with the media timeout coming. It'll be a short break for her. I'm sure she'll be right back in. Brittany Jackson around the Cohen screen. Nice job by Lola to come off the screen, but she fires short. And they're going to get a foul underneath. Loose ball foul as Brianne Cohen was pushed when she got the rebound. Terry Battle, they say, picks up the foul. 6'2" freshman out of Chicago Simeon High. Averaged 10 and 10 a year ago, reached the state semifinals back in March. Lola Rostovsky left wing. It's Brittany back to Lola. Lob inside, finds Brianne. She was hit in the head, no call. Anya for three, ring it up. A couple threes early on for the Titans. That's why they got 6 points and trailed the Falcons by a point as we reach the midway point of this first quarter. Sydney Lambert left wing for Puck. Puck puts it on the floor, gets around the screen. Anya stays with her. Inside. A double move, and the freshman Sierra Thompson scores. Sierra Thompson has had a very impressive opening game in a quarter for a true freshman. Had a chance to watch her game against Eastern Kentucky, and she does not play like a freshman. Anya for three. Ring it up! A couple of threes for Anya Marinkovic. She's got 3 of them on the season already. And we got a tie ball game, 9 apiece. A whistle, and that will take us to a timeout. A foul on Anya Marinkovic with 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Knotted up at 9 apiece. We're back after this on ESPN3. Nice start for the sophomore from Ontario, Anya Marinkovic. A couple of 3 balls, and when I talked to Coach Scott before this season, I think the obvious question on every Titan fan's mind is, where do the Titans turn for offense and really leadership, with Rosanna Reynolds watching this game on the sidearm app in Scotland right now. And you don't expect a lot of leadership necessarily from Anya. You're going to get that from Brianne Cohen. But from a scoring standpoint, Anya's going to have to pick up a lot of those responsibilities. And if you were at Titan games early last year, you would see Rosanna Reynolds was out an hour and a half before the game. The first player on the floor as the first free throw goes here for Sydney Lambert, who was 1 of 2 at the stripe against Eastern Kentucky. And joining Rosanna on the floor an hour and a half before each game last year was Anya. Anya understood that she was going to have to pick up that part of that role that Reynolds was leaving behind, and she's done so early on here in the home opener. 11-9, Falcons regain the lead. That's Brittany Jackson with it at the right point. Anya for 3. Ring it up and 1! Anya Marinkovic is on fire early. 3 balls for Marinkovic. And she'll go to the line for an opportunity for a 4-point play. She was an 89% free throw shooter last year that led the team. Coming off an 8-point performance against Eastern Kentucky. And she's got 10 already. Double figures for Anya for the 12th time in her 2-year career here at Detroit Mercy. Titans get it across half court, left wing with it, Sydney Lambert. I should say Falcons. Bowling Green trails by 2. Right side with it, Kataria Thompson's checked into the game. Up top for Sierra Thompson. We'll go by first names for the moment. Andrea Cecil on the drive, and she'll finish. Good look for the big girl. Tie ball game, 13 apiece, 3:40 to go first quarter. Brittany Jackson calling for some movement, wants a back screen. Anya goes to the corner. Hand off there for Tobel. And Brianne Cohen was not ready for that pass inside. Defended very nicely by Sierra Thompson, who does it on both sides of the floor. She's very aggressive. That's what stood out to me, and she sets very good screens in watching her first game as a collegiate athlete. Brittany Jackson comes out, and Gracie Roberts checks back in. Wish all the best to her father, Gareth, who is up at 5 in the morning right now in New Zealand watching this one. On the sidearm app. Good defense there, knocked out of bounds by Lambert. Zoe Otis will trigger, does so up top for Roberts. Roberts around that high screen. To the freshman Tobel, 7 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked away and stolen, and this is a problem if you're a Titan fan. Cecil on the drive and scores it. 18 turnovers Bowling Green forced against Eastern Kentucky. They turned them into 30 points. That can be an area of weakness this year with the Titans losing both Haley Rostovsky and Rosanna Reynolds, who had assist-to-turnover ratios north of 2.0. Marinkovic travels, and another Titan turnover. So the Falcons back out in front by a deuce. 2:54 to go here in the first quarter. Good start to this one. On field trip day, again, over 4,000 fans here in attendance. That's Cecil with it up top. Using the left hand, puts it up with the right hand. 18-footer won't go. Sierra Thompson going to get called for the loose ball foul. She used her arm hook and knocked down the other freshman. That was freshman on freshman crime there. Jennifer Roos frustrated. Jennifer Roos was actually a part of the Titans' last win in this series. It came back in 2001, and it was the first loss as an assistant coach for Jennifer Roos. Her head coach at the time was Kurt Miller, and that began Kurt Miller's reign at Bowling Green, which was an extremely successful one as Tobel goes to the line for 2. That was the 15th foul for Bowling Green. Knocks down the first of 2. Kurt Miller over a 10-year stretch from 05 to 14, took the Falcons to 5 NCAA tournaments. A decade of dominance. As the second one misses and the rebound is still loose, Bowling Green picks it up. So Tobel splits the pair and the Titans are within a point. Santoro almost lost it. Now she's going to drive on Anya. Gives it to Sierra Thompson and the right hand won't go. Gets her rebound and follows it up, no. And then a jump ball is called as Gracie Roberts skied in for the board and was taken down. So Sierra Thompson gets another offensive rebound, and that's an area that the Titans are going to have to do a better job at in boxing out. They learned that in their opener against Miami, Ohio. That was only the second offensive rebound according to the stat sheet for Bowling Green. Left wing with it is Santoro. Driving on Brianne Cohen. That's a mismatch and a foul. A push will be called inside. They're going to get Brianne Cohen on it. You don't want to have Cohen guarding a speedster like that. First of two, and a rare miss there at the free throw line for Santoro. She was 11 of 14 in the opener against Eastern Kentucky. That was a large part of her 30-point performance. 3.9 GPA. She's a communication disorders major. I had no idea that was a thing. It's interesting to me. Knocks down the second. Falcons by 2. That's Nicole Urbanik with it up top, left wing for Tobel. Tobel fakes the drive, comes back out, 16 on the shot clock. Urbanik drives, puts it up and can't hit. And a good rebound inside by Santoro. A quality box out there by the 5'10 junior. She'll run, throw it up off the high glass, no. Zoe Otis with the rebound. Good to see Zoe getting some run here early on. She's also instant energy when she comes off the bench. Trying to harness it and control it will be the thing she'll try to do this year, as Gracie Roberts knocks down a long two. Foot on the line, and the Titans have tied it up at 16 apiece. That's Sierra Thompson inside, getting a touch, and it goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. A Bowling Green turnover. Second of the game for Bowling Green. Titans have turned it over 5 times. 1:21 to go in this first quarter of play, 16 apiece. Inside, that's Roberts with it on the baseline. Nice job picking it up, but it did touch the end line, and she was out of bounds. That'll be Titan turnover number 6. Sydney Lambert touches her nose with both hands, and the offense begins its execution. That's Puck with it on the left wing. Picks up her dribble and finds the cutter. Lambert had that shot deflected by Ashley Miller. Good to see Ashley with the clean block there. Gave up a couple of fouls that were frustrating in that opener, but this time she looks good on both ends. Oh, can't finish, but did a nice job getting in position, and the mechanics in that shot look good. There's Puck for 3. Ring it up. Haley Puck. Couple of threes against Eastern Kentucky. Picks up where she left off. She's got 5 here. And the Falcons a 3-point lead. A 1-second differential, game clock to shot clock, and that one might have been rushed. Lexi Tobel 1 for 3 now from range here in the first quarter. That'll come for the freshman, who didn't have to deal with the shot clock in high school and now has to do a better job gauging when the open shot's worth it versus the time on the clock. But Bowling Green gives it right back, so the Titans are no worse for the wear. 10 seconds to go in this opening quarter of play on Field Trip Day. The Titans open up their 41st season here at Callahan Hall. Roberts on the drive, and the finger roll won't go. 10 minutes in the books. The Falcons lead this one by 3. We're back with the second quarter after this on ESPN 3. start, relied on the three ball, hit 4 of them in the first quarter. It is Anya Marinkovic with a game-high 10 right now. The sophomore out of Toronto has put on a show early on, including a 4-point play. Titans had 4 assists on their 5 field goals in the first half. That's something they'll like. Bowling Green, a more balanced scoring output. Andrea Cecil with a team-high 6. Haley Puck with 5. Carly Santoro, just 1 of 3 from the field, got to the free throw line, hit a free throw, has 3 points. That was the Titans' emphasis on defense, is to monitor her. They're going to call Anya Marinkovic with a push there, or is that in a moving screen? I was late to look up there, and I didn't see the indication. Or kickball, that was a foul on Gracie Roberts. So again, late to look up there, but that was a Gracie Roberts moving screen, and the Titans turn it over. There's a steal by Miller. Ashley has it at 2-on-1 as Brittany behind her and tries to get it to Brittany. Lambert touched it, and it was stolen. Good idea, but she tried to throw it right in Lambert's face. A little excited there was the sophomore. Ashley Miller didn't get a lot of playing time last year. Outside 3 there is good for Haley Puck. She's got 8, a couple of threes for the senior out of Waterloo, Iowa. Miller comes up and sets that high screen. Anya Marinkovic going for her 4th tray of the game and missed it wide right. Santoro can run, wants to, slows it up. Now driving on Lolo, does a good job staying with her, but it picks up the foul. The development of Ashley Miller and Zoe Otis when she gets playing time this year is going to be fun to watch. As will the development of this freshman point guard who makes her debut here at Callahan Hall. Kayla Brown checks in. Hails from Flint, Michigan, played high school ball at Dearborn Heights, Robichaud. Carly Santoro has it right point. Anya's on her. She'll go the opposite way of the screen. Lola tried getting a hand in Lambert's face. Doesn't matter as Lambert misses. Lola with the nice pass up ahead for Anya. Nice drop for Kayla Brown, and her first 3 at Callahan Hall is off the mark. Short and wide right. Carly Santoro has it. Gets a couple of Titans to bump into each other up top, and the feed inside is perfect. Andrea Cecil lays it up and in, and that'll take us to a timeout. 8:31 to go, second quarter. Falcons have pushed the lead out to 8. It's 24-16. Bernard Scott wants timeout on ESPN3. Puck and Cecil with a couple of early buckets in the second quarter here for Bowling Green to push what was a 3-point lead after 1 quarter out to 8 and force a Bernard Scott timeout, a carbon copy of Bowling Green's first game against Eastern Kentucky, in which they went out to a 9-0 run to start the second quarter. I think it was even bigger than that to force a timeout after a first quarter that they weren't completely happy with. As the Titans will start with the ball here out of this timeout, and a foul called on Puck up top, who was wide with her legs, will trying to get into a defensive position, causing a foul. Marinkovic will inbound off the block that was called on the foul. Marinkovic gets it inside for Cohen. One-on-one, you like Cohen's chances. Some weak side help there, and Cohen had the shot deflected. I believe that was Andrea Cecil with it that deflected it. The other way, Sierra Thompson inside, fakes right, goes left, and Bowling Green has pushed the lead out to double digits. Kayla Brown holds 5 fingers up in the hand with the left hand. Drives, draws a double team, and scores it anyway. Some quick offense there for Kayla Brown, her first points in a regular season contest here at Callahan Hall. Titans lead by 8. Cecil setting the screen. Titans get mixed up defensively on that switch. Doesn't cost them. They go right back to Sierra Thompson, who's trying to drive on Cohen. Can't find an open look. Good defense, 10 on the shot clock. Credit to Brienne there, who's playing with 2 fouls. Falcons trying to go right after her. Sierra Thompson, 3 won't go. Good job by Lola, who picks up another rebound. Throws it up, and the baseball pass was deflected by Puck and out of bounds. Big moments here for Brianne Cohen, as Bowling Green is clearly targeting her when they're on offense. Pass inside, and Kayla Brown can't finish. Tough to do so when you're down low, double teamed as short as she is. Santoro with it, left point to the left block, and that's Cecil missing the right hand. An offensive rebound, and Santoro puts it back up and in. Bowling Green by 10. Lola from the corner comes up short. Nice offensive rebound there for Cohen. Doesn't get a whistle as she goes back up. And Lexi Tobel had it knocked out of her hands. Titans doing a much better job on the glass today. Frustrating to be down by 10 right now at this point in the second quarter, but they're doing a better job. Kayla Brown, Lola Rostovsky going to come off and get a breath. Fresh 30 as Cohen is pushed underneath. And the foul will be called on the freshman Sierra Thompson. 5'11" freshman Sierra Thompson out of Mattoon, Illinois. Honorable mention All-State as a senior. Averaged 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 block shots. And she does not look out of place here on the next level. She's got 2 fouls. They're going to take her out. And they will bring back Terry Battle. A freshman who Jennifer Roos says has the uncanny ability to rebound on both ends and brings high levels of skill and energy. And she picks up a foul right after that compliment that I was reading from Jennifer Roos before the season. Team third for the Falcons. Titans have 2 fouls here in the second quarter. Tobel has it, guarded by Cecil. Hands off Jackson, guarded by Lambert. Trying to get it in for Cohen. They do so on the wing. Cohen's got range from 19. Brianne Cohen is on the board with her first 2 points. And the Titans are back with an 8 at 28-20. It's the beautiful thing about Brianne's game. We've seen her evolve a ridiculous amount since she was a freshman. As the corner 3 won't go there for Madison Parker, and Brianne rebounds. The fact that she has range in her game, which we really saw towards the end of her sophomore year, has made her that much more of a dynamic player. She can shoot the 3. She fakes it there and drives and is fouled underneath. A reach in there by Terry Battle. And Brianne is making things happen. She's playing aggressive with 2 fouls. And Bernard Scott and Tara Fleming, the assistant coach that works with the bigs, have to be happy about that. And Cohen's not a terrible free throw shooter either. 74% as a sophomore, 70% last year, was 4 of 4. Not going to the free throw line here, wherein Bernard Scott's asking the same question I am. How is that not a shooting foul? Bernard can't get an answer out of the officiating crew. Tom Hollian, Frank Steratore, Simone Jelks. Fresh 30. Jackson gets it in for Cohen on the wing. For 3. Brianne Cohen knocks it down. 5 in a row for BC, and the Titans are within 5 at 28-23. Bounce pass right from Madison Parker. Titans playing with energy. Talk it on D. That 3 won't go for Andrea Cecil, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Santoro's hands. It'll be Titan ball. Titan defense is fired up. When you hear them talking like this on defense, talking to each other off screens, they're playing darn good right now. Can make it a 1-possession game here as Brittany Jackson drives. Throws it up, no, and Zoe Otis can't get a board as Santoro comes up with it. Santoro driving on Tobel, has the speed to get by her, out of control, and an offensive foul is called. Brianne Cohen took the charge. She saw Brianne and her 2 fouls, said, "I'm going right after you, Brianne," and instead picks up the offensive foul, and a credit to Cohen for maintaining that position underneath and not flinching. Haley Rostovsky was the queen, and I swear has to be the all-time leader in the unofficial category of charges taken here at Detroit Mercy. Brianne Cohen did a Haley there. Otis up top. Tobel, Trey, yes! Second three of the game for the freshman, and don't look now, but the Titans are within 2. 4:50 to go first quarter. Uncle Mo is on the Titans side. 4,000 in attendance, 30 schools here on field trip day. Open look, Lambert, first three of the season for Sydney. And she is now in 10th place all-time at Bowling Green with 128 of those three-pointers. Falcons up by 5. On the drive, it's Action Jackson. Titans back within 3 as Brittany has her first 2 points here at Callahan Hall this season. Inside, trying to create some space is Euchre. No call on the off arm, misses the shot. It goes out of bounds off of Santoro. Titan ball with 4:08 to go in the first half. A chance to tie the ball game here with a 3-point trip. Brianne Cohen gets a much-deserved rest. Zoe Otis comes out as well. Courtney Williams gets her first run of her senior season here at Callahan Hall. Lola Rostovsky also checking in. Anya on the far side and coming up the court. It's Brittany Jackson with her nose to the grindstone and Tobel. Jackson lays it up and in. Coach Scott loves it. We got a 1-point ball game here at Callahan Hall. 3:54 to go second quarter. 4 quick points off the bench for Brittany. Cecil has it. Stutter steps. Drives, and the runner won't go. Offensive rebound there for Santoro. She'll score it all day long underneath. 7 points for Santoro, whose inside game matches her out. She has Rosanna Reynolds-like body control, as you saw there on that offensive rebound and putback. Courtney Williams up fakes, was too deep, and throws it off the bottom side of the rim. (33-32). Falcons by a point. The miss, the offensive rebound, and the putback by Euchre. Brittany Jackson flashes 4 fingers. Goes off the Courtney Williams screen, sends it left side for Anya. Had 3 threes in the first quarter. Misses that 18-footer on the baseline. Jennifer Roos calling for her forwards to get down on the block right now. They want to work it inside. Her team finally gets the message halfway through the shot clock. Some isolation up top. Santoro guarded by Brittany Jackson. Wings it left. The 3 from the wing won't fall, and Lola Rostovsky with the rebound. Lola brings it up the court. Right side for Courtney Williams. The handoff for Tobel. She's got range, but no reason to rush it there. Get a better look. Brittany Jackson has it up top. Around the Tobel screen, a lot of contact there. Jackson is fouled as she goes to the basket. A hard knock underneath, and BJ will go to the stripe to shoot 2. Brittany Jackson in a really neat feature that Corey Green, one of the GAs for this Titan team, set up on Titan Tuesday. Get to know a Titan. Said that her goals this season, as she misses the first of 2 free throws and is very frustrated by the miss, are to score 1,000 points and to be Horizon League champions this year. So Brittany, essentially, it's kind of like the kicker being iced, is going to have to wait 30 seconds to take the next free throw. Coming off a 10.6 rebound performance off the bench at Miami, Ohio. We're going to keep it here, as this is only a 30-second timeout. Had our full timeout earlier this quarter. She also comes from a family that has some hoops in its background. Her father, Bruce, who is a regular on ESPN3 telecasts, played as men's basketball at Broome Community. Her uncle played some hoops at Southampton. Brittany, she just liked playing basketball as a kid on the street with her brother. You see her when she hits the threes, go and does that little ring thing around her eye. That was her little tray ball signal when she would shoot one in the face of her brother and knock it down when she was a kid. She was a 59% free throw shooter a year ago, 57% as a freshman. Missed the first, second one up, she knocks it down. Gracie Roberts comes in, Brittany gets a break. Quick start there for Brittany in her second appearance off the bench, 5 points, and she'll get a rest as Gracie comes back in. Titans trail this one by 4, 35-31. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. At the half, I'll be joined by Madison Rostovsky, the newest assistant coach on this team. Long one's good for Madison Parker. A 3-ball for Parker. 5'9" freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And the Falcons are back up by 7. A whistle underneath, and they're going to get Ashley Miller for using her elbows to clear out underneath. Sydney Lambert drew the foul. There's Madison Rostovsky. We'll see her in a little bit. Kelsey Mitchell next to her, providing some special guidance for the Titans this year. Long 2, and that is good for Andrea Cecil. And this is what Bowling Green did all night long against Eastern Kentucky, and that's hit from range. A 3 from the corner is good for Kayla Brown, her first tray ball here at Callahan Hall. And a whistle on the other end. Foul will be called on Kayla. (40-34), Titans down by 6. A minute 12 to go here in the first half. That is Sydney Lambert with it up top. Kayla Brown guarding her. Gracie Roberts guarding puck. Back up top now for Lambert. Off the screen, had Brienne Cohen there for a moment matched up. Now inside for Sierra Thompson. Spins through a double team. Tobel and Cohen and scores it. She does not play like a freshman. She is going to be a candidate for 6th man and all freshmen in the MAC this season. You heard it here. 3 there for Kayla Brown off the mark. One thing I've noticed early on in an exhibition game and 2 regular season games so far, Kayla Brown has not seen a shot she doesn't like. Nice cross-court pass to Lambert there. There's a 8-second differential game clock to shot clock. Santoro with it up top. Right side for puck. And here comes a turnover stolen by Brienne Cohen and the Titans. Marinkovic has it, sideline right. 5 on the clock. She's going to go around, draw a double team. Throws it up, no, and that's how the first half ends. 42-34. Bowling Green with the lead. Coach Scott looking for a foul. Anya tried selling it, but didn't look like there was a lot of contact there. So we are going to be joined by Madison Rostovsky here in just a moment. Talk about the first half. Well, Coach Rostovsky, first off, a really nice first quarter performance there for Anya. Got the things going for you, and it's nice to see. We were wondering what's going to happen with that Rosie Reynolds role, and Anya really has kind of picked it up and run with it, hasn't she?
Yeah, with Anja, we know that teams are going to scout her and know that she's a three-point shooter, so she has to continue to hunt for her shots and try to score in different ways, which I think she's doing a good job trying to attack the basket.
Speaking of a good job, Brienne Cohen did a fantastic job there playing with 2 fouls. They went at her. She stood her ground, took a charge, scored some points. You got to be happy with Brienne's performance there in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. And the team, they're going to start doubling her, so she's going to have a lot of kickouts, which we're hoping are going to fall for us. But she just has to play smart. We don't want her to pick up a 3rd and 4th in the 3rd quarter.
What do you tell the girls here as you go to halftime?
Keep playing tough, keep boxing out. You know, it's still a ball game. We can win this.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Madison.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
Madison Rostovsky here at the half. Titans trail. We have halftime festivities coming up next on ESPN3. Stay tuned. A fun opener for the Titans. Field trip day here at Callahan Hall as the Titans trail the Falcons by a score of 42-34. Take a look at some first half numbers quickly. Anya Marinkovic leading the Titans with 10 points. Andrea Cecil with 10 points to lead Bowling Green. Titans did a pretty good job on Carly Santoro, just 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the stripe, but she had 9 rebounds, had a double-double in the first game against Eastern Kentucky, and she's well on the way to one here tonight, or shall I say this morning/afternoon. Strange thing that I look at when I see the Titan box score, just 7 minutes in the first half for Nicole Urbanek. Did not attempt a 3. She was 0 for 2 from three-point range in the team's opener at Miami, Ohio. And that is very unusual for Nicole Urbanek, who currently resides in 4th place all-time in Titan history with 195 threes. So we'll see if she gets more involved with the offense as the second half gets underway. Brianne Cohen playing with 2 fouls. Defense inside on Euchre. Adjusted the shot. Euchre missed. And a jump ball will be called, and that will be Titan ball off the jump ball. My name is Denny Kapp, and this is the Titans home opener, the 41st season of Titan basketball here at Callahan Hall. They're going to have the ball boys come out and quickly mop up the center court area. This is the second Kids Day in a row for the Titans to start the season. Miami, Ohio had Kids Day on Friday. Bowling Green is in the midst of a rather busy start. 4 games in 10 days to open the season. They have Kids Day today. They have Kids Day again Thursday against Robert Morris. And then they have Kids Day at home December 6th against Xavier. So there will be some good attendance for Bowling Green here in the opening few weeks of the season. Top side with it, Nicole Urbanek. Urbanek left side, and that is Cohen on the drive, and she gets it stolen. Second turnover for Brianne today. That is Santoro dishing it right side for Puck around the screen. Titans a little sloppy getting around, but they make their switch afterwards, and then a foul is called on Gracie. Check that, Nicole Urbanek, who was checking Santoro across the lane. That'll be Nicole's second. And the first foul here of the third quarter. Bernard Scott, Jennifer Roos talking to each other at center court. And once again, agreeing with each other that they were surprised at the call. These two coaches have a pretty positive relationship. It's good to see good sportsmanship like this in this day of age. The 3 is good for Andrea Cecil. Her first 3 of the game. Cecil, 28% three-point shooter as a freshman last year. Knocks down her first of the season, and the Falcons are up by 11. That one is almost stolen. Comes up in Brianne Cohen's hands with 18 on the shot clock. Now halfway through the shot clock, and the Titans will finally get the offense moving. Gracie Roberts, contact inside, no call, and here come the Falcons the other way. Puck, left wing, Santoro for 3. Off the front rim. That's the look she wanted. Gracie Roberts, a no-look pass left wing. Anya Marinkovic, ring it up. 4 threes today for Anya Marinkovic. 13 points for the sophomore from Toronto, and the Titans are back with an 8. Puck with it right point. Another 3 for Cecil, and this one's good as well. The 6'1 sophomore out of Oak Arbor, Ohio is showing some range. Roberts up the left side. Titans down by 9. Got the ball swatted away by Cecil behind. It will stay Titan ball. First block shot of the game for Bowling Green. Surprising given their significant height advantage in this one. Brianne Cohen, one of the few they don't have a height advantage on, and she knocks down a mid-range jumper. Brianne Cohen with 7 points. Titans pull back to within 9. Head fake there for Cecil. Already hit a couple threes. Got to respect it. Santoro out of control, and a nice job defending her all the way down to the lane by Urbanek. Tobel rifles it inside for Cohen. A whistle and a foul before the shot. Adam Bowden is one of the hardest working sports information directors in women's basketball. I've been around a few. Although I have to say, P.J. Gradowski's right up on that list, too, and he was the women's SID here at Detroit Mercy. Tells me that today's attendance here, 4,127, the third largest attendance for a women's game here at Callahan Hall. You're watching a little bit of history here on ESPN3. Jackson inside for Cohen. Dips her shoulder and knocks it down. Breeze got 9. Bernard Scott loves the effort, loves the ball movement. Nice entry pass there. And the Titans draw another assist. They had 8 assists on 12 buckets in the first half. Good things happen when you share and care with the ball. Cohen defending Sierra Thompson all the way down, and the freshman shot was out of control. Here comes up the right side Tobel behind the back. Throws up a 3. Oh, Lexi Tobel. Are you kidding me? Off the behind the back move, she maintained her composure and still knocked down that 3. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one with Jennifer Ruse. Titans down by 4 on ESPN3. This is our Inside the Play segment as we look at Lexi Tobel, and you saw that nifty behind the back move, and when she did that, there were a lot of awes in the gym, not just from the coaching staff, but from the 4,000 plus on hand here today. But for her to compose herself and put up that 3 and make it in the second part of that move was just as impressive. Lexi Tobel, the freshman, having a nice start to her collegiate career here at Callahan Hall, double figures with 10 points. A fake there by Cecil as Bowling Green tries to push the lead back out to 6, and they're unable to. Cecil misses the shot. Urbanek ties her up underneath, and it'll be Titan ball on the jump ball. Actually, that'll be Bowling Green ball. Titans had the first jump ball in the opening minutes of this third quarter. Sierra Thompson hands it off to Lambert up top. Lambert, a 3-point threat throughout her Bowling Green career, but has been a little rusty from outside the arc to start the season here. Sierra outside for Lambert. There you go, Sydney. That's the announcer jinx. Sydney Lambert from downtown, second 3 of the game. Titans trail by 7. Brittany Jackson to the front court. Nice lob inside by Urbanek to Cohen. The reverse layup won't go, and Sierra Thompson does a nice job keeping the ball in bounds. Cecil with the left point. On the right side is Puck to the center court logo for Sydney Lambert. Lambert around that Sierra Thompson screen. That's Puck for 3, and she'll airball it. Good job by Tobel going to the corner to box out Cecil, trying to save it. So we have seen a couple very impressive freshman performances here in their second games of their collegiate careers by Lexi Tobel of the Titans and Sierra Thompson of the Falcons. This is a 3-member incoming freshman class for the Titans. There's Tobel jacking up another 3. This one won't fall. Defensive rebound there by Lambert. We've seen Kayla Brown a little bit, and we have another one that we will see at some point, if not today, in the coming games. Got a minute off the bench at Miami, Ohio, as that 3 is off the mark for Lambert, and the rebound's pulled down by Ashley Miller. That is Iota Rivas Pratiado. Lola Rostovsky on the drive, left hand off the rim and in. Lola Rostovsky with her first 2 points of the season here at Callahan Hall. The Titans are within 5. Sierra Thompson to the right wing. Puck misses the 3. Here comes Brittany Jackson the other way. Jackson right side for Urbanek. Lola with the show and go. Pretty move, and she'll earn herself a trip to the free throw line. Foul is going to be called on Cecil, who has a game-high 16 right now. That's going to be Cecil's 3rd foul. We're going to take a break, and we'll take a look at this replay again when we come back. Titans right now down by 5, but going to the line on ESPN3. To the stripe will go Lola Rostovsky, the Titans' 5'8" junior. 58% free throw shooter a year ago. She's got 2 forthcoming, knocks down the first of 2 as a freshman with 79%, 58% a year ago, in which her playing time was reduced a little bit. Good to see her back in action this year. She's actually the team's leading rebounder right now. And as I say that, went in for that rebound and drew a foul. The foul on Sydney Lambert. Follow up your own shot. That's what you do when you are a free throw shooter and you know you're going to miss it as soon as it leaves your fingertips. Brittany Jackson with it up top, a fresh 30 for the Titans. Finds Urbanek. Urbanek back to Jackson. Resets the offense. Ashley on the pick and roll. Yes! And one. Ashley Miller will go to the stripe. 36% free throw shooter, was 2 of 6 in the opener against Miami, Ohio. 36% as a freshman. Mentioned early in the broadcast, Ashley and Zoe Otis didn't get a lot of minutes last year. And it'll be fun to watch their development this year to see how far they come after having a limited role last season. Early on, I've been impressed with Ashley's ability to make her presence known in the post, to establish position and get good looks. Free throw shooting, still a work in progress. Ball is bounced out to Santoro, but the Falcons' lead is just 2 right now. That's Lambert with it at center court. Lola Rostovsky staying with her step for step. Lola got caught up in a screen. Topside, Cecil going for her third 3 of the third quarter, and it won't fall. Here comes Brittany with a full head of steam. A 1-on-4, thinks better of it. Lola the trailer, and Lola got her pocket picked and a foul. Lola continues to draw fouls. A very strong third quarter here for Lola since she's come in off the bench. They're going to get Santoro with her second. And that'll be the 5th team foul, sending Lola right back to the free throw line. Lola, the younger sister of Haley Rostovsky, who is in attendance watching this one, and the younger sister of Madison Rostovsky, our halftime assistant coach guest. Knocks down the first of 2. The 3 of them played together at Grosse Pointe Woods University Liggett, making it to the Breslin Center high school finals. Lola knocks down the second, and now she'll come off the bench. Round of applause for Lola. She's got 5 points, and we got a tie ball game with 13:38 left in game time. 3:35 now to go in this third quarter. 51 apiece. A much better showing by the Titans today than they had in their opener, that's for certain. On the drive, yes, and one. The bucket good for Katarian Thompson, the sophomore out of Lima, Ohio. Katarian Thompson, a cousin of Ozzie Newsome, former Hall of Fame tight end out of the University of Alabama and the Cleveland Browns. She likes the physical game, much like her cousin. Free throw rims out. Titans come up with it. 2-point spread. Falcons in front. Jackson left side. Tobel, Trey, no. And the rebound is pulled down by Katarian. Left-hand dribble, picks it up. Swinging it right for Santoro. Titans have done a very good job keeping Santoro quiet. Just 7 points all in the first half. 30 points in the opener for Santoro. She was a focus for the Titans today. Lambert lines up a 3. Splash. Falcons on a 5-0 run with 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Brittany lobs inside for Cohen. One bounce, and it won't go. On the other way, Brittany Jackson's going to get called for a reach-in on Katarian Thompson. Katarian Thompson, Sydney Thompson, both in the game. Together for Bowling Green, no relation at all. Sierra from Illinois and Katarian from Ohio. Sydney Lambert up the right sideline. Right in front of Simone Jelks, our official who just blew her whistle and called a block on Brittany Jackson. That'll be Brittany's second foul here in the last couple minutes. Third of the game. And Brittany's going to come out. Gracie Roberts checks back in. Mentioned earlier that Gracie's father, Gareth, woke up with breakfast and basketball himself. It's 5 in the morning on Tuesday at the start of this game down in New Zealand. That one rims out for Lambert. The rebound for Brianne Cohen. A lot of Titan fans watching across the country today on ESPN3. The Batemans at the family farm down in Ohio watching from assistant coach Molly Bateman's family. Brianne Cohen inside, gets that shot rejected by the underside of the rim, but an offensive rebound. Good hustle. Inside for Cohen. Nice lob. Yes, and one. Brianne Cohen finishes strong. She's got 11, going to the line for 12. Titans back within 3. Coco's first trip to the stripe today was 4 of 4 at the free throw line in the opener against Miami, Ohio. Last year, a 70% free throw shooter had 96 makes, led the team. Or second maybe to Rosanna Reynolds in that category. Misses the free throw there. Still the 3-point spread. Lambert bounce left side. That's Carly Santoro. Titans doing a great job denying her the basket. A foul up top. These fouls 18 feet away from the bucket. Starting to become a little bit frustrating for the Titan coaching staff. Anya Marinkovic picks up her first. Anya has 13 points to lead the Titans right now. 3 Titans in double figures. Lexi Tobel and Brianne Cohen also in doubles. First of 2 is up and in for Katarian Thompson. 3-time All-State at Lima, Ohio Senior High. Carries a 3.5 GPA of her own, and she has the Falcons up by 5. Anya for 3. That one's deep, and that one is good. Oh, Anya, have yourself a game. 16 points, and the Titans are within 2. Off the foot of who? That's the question. The official's going to talk it over and say it was off the foot of Zoe Otis. It'll be Bowling Green ball. Jennifer Roos taking a moment to draw up a play on her clipboard and show her players before they inbound. Frank Sterator, official, says, "What are you doing? Back off." 24 on the shot clock. Zoe Otis comes out. Urbanek in for the Titans along with Courtney Williams, Cohen, Anya, and Gracie Roberts. 16 on the shot clock. Titans down by 2, 1:08 to go here in the third. Santoro topside for Euchre. Haven't called her name much. She's back in the game for Bowling Green. She's flashing inside, can't get open. Cohen doing a good job denying her. Now she gets it. Good defense by Coco. Forces a bad shot, but another offensive rebound for Santoro. She can't finish. And then the rebound goes out of bounds off the Titans. It'll stay Bowling Green ball at the fresh 30. Trigger from the baseline and a whistle and a foul on Katarian Thompson for blocking out. Trying to set a screen when she was moving. Body out of control, and the whistle blows, and it's Titan ball. Chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Gracie right side for Nicole Urbanek. Still without a 3 this season. Inside for Coco. Nice stop. A hesitation by Coco. Lets the defender blow by and then lays it in. 13 for Brienne. We got a tie ball game with 33 to go in the third. Sydney Lambert at center court. That's Katarian Thompson right side. Cecil, a couple of early 3s in the third. Gives it up for Lambert. Euchre showing her range, and it rims out. Courtney Williams with the rebound. Took a second for her to squeeze it. 13 on the game clock. Tie ball game, 10 seconds to go, third quarter. Gracie Roberts around a Courtney Williams screen on the drive. A whistle blew before, and she'll go to the line for 2. A block is called on Andrea Cecil. The question is, was the moving screen a block on a Titan player so she didn't hit Gracie? So who's going to the free throw line? That's the question. Did she reach in? She did reach in. So Gracie goes to the stripe for 2. 46% free throw shooter as a sophomore. Her first season here at Detroit Mercy, a transfer from North Idaho, as the first one rims out. Gracie from Nelson, New Zealand, and if you get time during the next commercial break, open up a new tab and Google that. It is a gorgeous area. Second one up, and she knocks it down to give the Titans the lead. 4,127 in attendance applaud her as the Titans will head to the fourth quarter down by 2 after a buzzer-beating 3 by Sydney Lambert. Titans will take it, though. We got a good fourth quarter in store. Stand by. Bowling Green by 2 after 30 minutes of play on ESPN3. Well, Sydney Lambert was quiet from three-point range in Bowling Green's opener, 0 for 3. But here at Callahan Hall, she's found her stroke once again, hitting 4 three-pointers to secure 10th place on the all-time three-pointer list at Bowling Green with 131 of them. None more impressive than that buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter, which has given Bowling Green a 2-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter of play here at Callahan Hall. I'm Denny Kapp here on Field Trip Day. Gracie Roberts turns it over. A carry called on the inbounds pass from Anya Marinkovic. It's not a good start to the fourth quarter. Titans turn it over. Simone Jelks comes over, has a quick conversation with the scorer's table, says time should have come off the clock. You would think, or are they saying that on the trigger, Anya crossed the sideline to bring it in because no time went off the clock? I'm confused. Nonetheless, it's a Titan turnover. That's the end story. Sydney Lambert nearly turns it over. No walk called. An air ball from the corner by Euchre, I should say Santoro, and it'll be out of bounds off of Bowling Green. Official's going to go back to the sideline, have a quick conversation with the scorer's table, switch the jump ball possession arrow for the next jump ball, saying that because the Titans inbounded the ball to start the fourth, the arrow should be pointing Bowling Green's way. So they fixed that, and we're back underway. Titans down by 2. Here's Gracie Roberts to the front court. Anya Marinkovic, 5 threes already. 16 points to lead the Titans. Left side for Roberts. Puts it on the floor, finds Anya. 3 ball, won't fall off the front rim. Anya collides and is down, and she is not getting up. It's a 5-on-4 for Bowling Green. Marinkovic is down in the backcourt. That one is not going to fall for Euchre. Inside Santoro, too strong, and Cohen has it. And finally, timeout is called, and Marinkovic is not getting up. And Bernard Scott is going to have the officials take a look at this one on the monitor, I think. But Anya Marinkovic is in some pain. I think we just had the replay, and it was a difficult one to watch, according to our director, Christian Gibbons. You saw her take the 3, just come up short. Good camera work here. The replay monitor not working for the officials, so that's something that they have to figure out really quick. The replay monitor may have been unplugged, so I'll turn my monitor around. They can look at the ESPN3 feed. So now the officials are using the ESPN3 feed to take a look at this one. And while they do that, we can tell you that this one right now is 61-59 after 3 quarters of play. Great job by our production crew to let the officials see what you're seeing at home right now. 16 points for Anya Marinkovic, who is now on the sideline getting treatment from head trainer Lauren Ainsey. 5 of 7 from three-point range through 3 quarters. 5 of 8 now after that miss. 13 points for Brienne Cohen, 10 from Lexi Tobel. Titans in that third quarter were 9 of 13 from the field shot, 69%. That's impressive. They've bumped their field goal percentage on the game up to 45%. On Andrea Cecil with 16 for Bowling Green. Sydney Lambert has 14 to go with 4 assists. The officials have continued looking at the replay, which you're seeing here on your ESPN3 monitor. This is what we call inside the game here on ESPN3, an inside look at what the officials get a chance to take a look at. Nicole Urbanek is still scoreless in 15 minutes of action through 30 minutes of actual gameplay. Meanwhile, 4,127 fans are all karaokeing to Bruno Mars, and if I wasn't doing this game, I would join them. Or wait, is this Justin Timberlake? I get this song confused sometimes. Anyway, not important. Gracie Roberts, 5 assists to go with 3 turnovers in 13 minutes, but the Urbanek scoreless line is really surprising, attempting just 2 shots so far. And you got to credit Bowling Green for denying her some looks, but also the Titans have been looking inside into other options. Brianne Cohen, 6 of 11 from the field today. One number the Titans have not taken advantage of, Bowling Green 7 turnovers. Titans have just 5 points off those turnovers, but the Titans have shared the ball well. This is a number that will win you games. 15 assists on 21 makes to this point. Hey, we want to remind you, by the way, you can join us here on ESPN3 coming up in a couple of, actually about 8 days. Michigan State's going to be here at Callahan Hall. Titans will take on the Spartans right here on ESPN3. Coaches are going to have a conversation here at center court. Frank Sterator calling Jennifer Roos and Bernard Scott together here. And Sterator not able to hear what's being said, but based on Bernard Scott's reaction, Bernard wasn't necessarily in agreement with whatever happened there. He has a conversation with Jennifer Roos. The two of them very cordial. And the officials trying to break up their talk, and they want to continue talking. It's, like I said, it's really refreshing to see coaches with the mutual respect these two have that want to talk things out. So we get playback underway. Brittany Jackson now in the game with Tobel, Lola Rostovsky, who had herself a great third quarter, Nicole Urbanek and Cohen. There's Urbanek to Cohen, the 2 seniors. Inside, yes, and 1! Brianne Cohen going back to the stripe for a 3-point opportunity. $15 for Bree. And that one rims out. Tie ball game, 61 apiece with 9 minutes to go for Coco and company. Coco with 15. Left side with it, Katarian Thompson. Thompson runs and draws nothing. Throws up an air ball, good defense inside. Urbanek the other way, 3-on-4, stops her dribble. The kick out for Brittany, and that ball was tipped by Lambert out of bounds. It'll stay Titan ball. Lola Rostovsky, who I think is going to be the X factor for this team when it's all said and done this year. The 5'8 junior inbounds up top for Brittany Jackson. Lola was calling for it off a screen on the right side. Brittany didn't see her. There's Urbanek. Her first 3 of the game is off the mark, comes up short. So they finally get her a look, but she was covered. It wasn't really a good shot. She was off balance. Lambert's around a high screen. Hands off to Katarian Thompson. Katarian puts it on the deck. Left wing for Santoro. That's Sierra. Inside, and Euchre up and over Tobel. Gives the Falcons a 2-point lead with 8:04 to go. If you watch the Titans and Miami, Ohio game, night and day, the performance. Brittany Jackson from 16. And BJ's got 7 as we're tied back up at 63 apiece. You don't even recognize the Titan team you saw on Friday compared to this one. Euchre for 3. Splash. First 3 of the game for Euchre. On the drive, Lola looking for Brianne inside. Thought the ball was tipped. It wasn't. Brianne saying it was. Saying the officials missed it, but nonetheless, that'll be Bowling Green ball. 3-point advantage for Bowling Green as Lola comes out. Jane Euchre, by the way, was 0 for 2 from 3 range in their opener, was just 2 of 9 as a freshman last year. So that 3-ball she hit, at least to this stage of her collegiate career, was an abnormality. There's a 3 from the corner, and that will force Bernard Scott to burn a timeout as the Falcons go back up by 6. Good to see Anya Marinkovic up and moving. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take them with them. 7:07 to go in regulation. Titans down by 6 on ESPN 3. This game was tied at 63 a few minutes ago. Back-to-back threes by Bowling Green have pushed the Falcon lead back out to 6 once again. 11 three-pointers made by the Falcons today, the 402nd consecutive game going back to 2005 in which they've made at least 1 3. Lob inside for Coco, a whistle before the shot, and a block inside called on Katarian Thompson, I believe. They flashed 23. But that clearly was not Katarian Thompson that took the foul. So I'm not certain who that foul was on. Now Simone Jellics is going to have to go to the table and correct herself. Bernard Scott won a continuation. Bernard Scott thought she was in the act of making a shot. Nonetheless, Cohen with her foot on the line, long 2 won't fall. She had an open look, but Bowling Green comes up with the board. Sierra gives off Katarian. Katarian topside. Anya Marinkovic back on the floor. Very good to see after that collision and her being down a little bit earlier here in the 4th quarter. Kind of sucked the wind out of the building momentarily. Nice fake by Lambert and a block inside by Coco. Big smile on Brienne's face as Jackson comes down the other way. 4-on-2 inside Jackson for Cohen, and a bump inside by Katarian Thompson. That'll be a foul on her this time. That'll be team foul number 2, I believe, on Bowling Green here in the 4th. Nice job by Brienne Cohen to get a paw on that one. Good camera work by Jason Merrow underneath the basket. And you see Katarian Thompson go over the top. Then the Titans come up empty. So the Titans waste that possession, much to Bernard Scott's chagrin, because he wanted Brienne to get free throws. And instead, Bowling Green turns it right back over. And Jennifer Roos is losing her cool right now. Slamming everything around here on the scorer's table. A 3 for Lexi Tobel. 13 points for the Titan freshman. And Detroit Mercy is back within 3. Top side with it, Katarian Thompson. Andrea Cecil on the drive, throws it up and in. Finally, Bowling Green gets back on the board after a couple frustrating possessions. Brittany Jackson, top side for Tobel, fakes the 3 and drives, finds Cohen on the block. Coco turns and lays it in. Euchre had no defense for that. Titans back within 3 at 71-68, and Coco, after a slow start to this one, has 17 to lead the Titans. Topside with it, Sydney Lambert. Dishes Santoro. That's Euchre with it. 21 away. Hands off to Katarian. On the drive, runs into 3 Titans. No, and she'll go to the line for 2. And this scorer's table is going to need an adjustment after this game. Coach Roos gets any more action on it. My goodness. First of 2 is up and in for Katarian. Brittany Jackson comes out. Gracie Roberts checks in. Brienne Cohen and Lexi Tobel come out. Ashley Miller and Courtney Williams will step in. Second one up, and it rims out. And Urbanic's in for the rebound. Titans down 4, under 5 to go. And a pass to Ashley Miller. And if Miller was 6'6", she might have had a shot. Instead, that is Titan turnover number 14. Lambert to the front court. That's Santoro. Titans have held her to just 7 points tonight. Nicole Urbanek deserves a lot of credit, and we're seeing a healthy Nicole Urbanek finally. Fully recovered from that foot injury she had during her sophomore year. Unable to squeeze the rebound that time, and Bowling Green gets a fresh crack and a fresh 30. But we're not just seeing an improved Nicole Urbanek on the offensive end, which we will see at some point, but especially on the defensive end. Her lateral quickness is so much better this year. On the drive is Santoro. Took her 2 full steps and throws it up and in. She's got 9. 6-point spread. Falcons in front 74-68. Titans going to send in a line change at the next whistle. A 3 there from Nicole Urbanek. Ring it up, Nicole. First 3 of the season for Nicole Urbanek. Career three-pointer number 196, and the Titans are within 3. 3:36 to go. Titans do a good job off that screen, denying Santoro. Lambert gets it inside, and Cecil has her shot blocked by Courtney Williams, but they're going to call Courtney for a foul, saying Courtney got her arm. That sends the 6'1" sophomore to the stripe. First team All-Ohio. Her senior year was 23-1, was also a track star. Interesting in that 6'1" body of hers. Knocks down the first of 2, does Andrea Cecil. Cecil has 18 points. She's in double figures for just the 4th time in her career and first time this season. Her brother AJ plays baseball at the University of Findlay. Sure, he's at home watching this one on ESPN3, cheering her on as she knocks down the second free throw to push Bowling Green back up by 5. That's Tobel, 3-ball. Yes! Have yourself a debut, Lexi. 16 points for the freshman, and the Titans are within 2. 3:09 to go. Euchre in the key. Left hand, and she scores it. Didn't have full control when she went up with that left hand. Bounced around a couple times and got the shooter's touch. Euchre's got 10. Anya fakes the shot. Goes up with it and hits it. That's a tough shot to make, Anya. Off balance, off the fake. Composed herself and hit it. Titans down 2, 78-76. Cecil up top. Big eyes, thought about it, passes it off, 15 on the clock. On the drive is Lambert. Oh, and she hits the runner. Athletic move by Sydney. She's got 16. Jackson to the front court. Wants to get it in for Cohen. Cohen v. Euchre. 1-on-2 as Santoro or Lambert came down to help. Jackson for 3, won't fall. And the rebound is a tie-up and a jump ball. Nice job by Lexi Tobel to get in there and force the jump ball. So the Falcons will retain possession, but at least the arrow now points the Titans' way after that. They're not going to call a foul now, are they? The official coming over and talking to the scorer's table really quick. Briefly held up a 2 and a 3, which wouldn't have made sense because there was no 23 or 32 involved there. And then had a word at the scorer's table, and play moves on. 28 seconds on the shot clock. They may have been correcting the shot clock, and I missed that. Now the arrow switches. Yeah, because when they maintain possession, which they did there, the shot clock doesn't revert back to 30. So that's all cleared up. Under 2 minutes to go. Falcons with the ball, up by 2. Cecil has it right side. That's Lambert. Brittany Jackson staying with her step for step. Euchre calls for it up top. Katarian Thompson. 2 dribbles. Open look for Euchre. Long 2. Swish. Euchre's got 12. Falcons back up by 6. Bernard Scott wants a timeout. Minute 25 to go. That leaves the Titans with 1, I believe, after this. A reminder, we're back on ESPN3, and we're actually on TV locally on WADL next Tuesday as the Titans host Susie Merchant and the Michigan State Spartans. Tickets available on the Titans website, DetroitTitans.com, or by calling 313-993-1700. Hope to see you out here as the Titans welcome the first of 3 in-state rivals to Callahan Hall during non-conference season. 7 o'clock tip next Tuesday here at Callahan Hall. 4,127 on hand, the 3rd largest attendance in Callahan Hall history for a women's game on field trip day, as the Titans open up their 41st home slate at Callahan Hall. Tobel gets the ball into Brittany Jackson, playback underway. Jackson walks it to the right point. To the corner for Urbanek. Feeds inside for Cohen. She's fouled. One of the and one. It was too strong, and she'll go to the line for 2. Coco today at the stripe, 0 for 2. She was 4 of 4 in the opener. She can hit free throws. It's crunch time. These are crucial. First of 2, up and in. The senior delivers, pulls the Titans within 5. Three dribbles for Coco. And it rims out. 5-point edge for the Falcons. Minute 10 to go. Katarian Thompson playing catch in the backcourt, almost stolen by Anya Marinkovic. A whistle, and is that going to be a Bowling Green foul? Titan basketball out of bounds off of Bowling Green. I was screened by Coach Roos, and sure enough, there's Lambert with the ball, dribbling it with their left hand. That wasn't out of bounds. Did she travel? Whatever, here it is, Titan ball. That's what matters. A minute to go. Titans down 5. On the drive, Brittany Jackson, left hand off the square. She calls herself Big Shot Brittany. At least that's what she said in that Titan Tuesday segment. And the Titans are within 3. She loves to hit the big shot. That's what she lives for. Titans within 1 possession. A foul called on Lexi Tobel, her 3rd, Titan team 2nd. 14 fouls for Bowling Green. Titans shooting free throws the rest of the way. Andrea Cecil gets it in for Lambert. 28 on the shot clock, 45 in the game clock. That's a 17-second difference. Lambert has it left wing. Titans need a stop. Brittany Jackson tries to fight through the Euchre screen. Katarian Thompson, not the person you think is going to shoot it here. Cecil has it. And she throws it away. Urbanek has it. Brittany Jackson got a hand on it. Titans have a 4-on-4 up ahead for Anya. The dish to Cohen. No. Up and fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Oh, Brianne Cohen got too deep, but she drew the contact. And a couple of free throws here could pull the Titans within 1. If you haven't followed the women's game since the transition to the 4-quarter system, if you have the ball on offense at any point after a timeout, the ball is moved to the front court NBA style. That doesn't apply right now. Cohen's going to the free throw line. The officials are going to take a look at the replay monitor. So the officials will take a look at the replay monitor. And while they do that, we can go over that rule change because it comes into play after these free throws. So, hypothetically, let's say Coco makes 1 or 2, okay? That puts the Titans down 1 or 2. And say on the other side, an offensive foul, a travel, some sort of a turnover by Bowling Green happens. However much time is left, because Coach Scott still has timeouts in his pocket, 1. If he calls a timeout, the Titans will advance the ball to the front court on that change of possession. So that's why that rule is important. Bernard Scott having a quick word with his freshman Lexi Tobel. What a debut for Lexi. 16 points, 2 block shots, 2 rebounds, an assist, just 1 turnover. I want to thank our ESPN3 crew today doing yeoman's work on an early start. Jason Merrow under the basket. Robert Rancourt is here, Zachary King, and Zachary Witt, along with the director, Christian Gibbons. It's a thin lineup today, like Bernard Scott's first year when the Titans dressed just 8 players, but we're getting it done and making it look good, aren't we, guys? Coco knocks down the first of 2. Titans within 2. Feel the energy on field trip day. The second one up. Splash! And a timeout called by Jennifer Roos. So the Titans still have a foul to give. They can be aggressive on the inbounds pass. They can be aggressive trying to get a trap in the backcourt. 30-second timeout, so play will pick up pretty quickly. But expect a very aggressive Titan defense here to try to go for the turnover. And you don't want to waste too much time. Because you still need to get that second foul to force a free throw if you're not able to get a quick turnover. 3 scores in double figures for Bowling Green. Andrea Cecil with a career-high 20 points. Sydney Lambert 16, Euchre has 12, Santoro 9, and Puck 8. Katarian Thompson 8 points, Sierra Thompson 6. Diverse scoring group for Bowling Green, and I talked about that timeout rule a moment ago. Here it affects Bowling Green. They can advance the ball now to the front court. Lambert trying to get it around Brittany Jackson, who's doing jumping jacks in front of me, and Brittany Jackson forces Coach Roos to call a timeout. How about BJ? All 5'5" of her, doing enough to distract Lambert and deny the entry pass. Brittany Jackson doing a little bit of everything today. She is a joy to watch. She may not start, but the coaches will tell you on any level, it's not who starts, it's who finishes the game. And Brittany Jackson showing why she should be finishing games right now. Big shots here in the fourth quarter, good defense, and a nice job to force a Bowling Green timeout. Coach Roos having to use her final timeout. Here's a look as you see Brittany Jackson doing jumping jacks. Lambert couldn't see around her. And finally, a timeout had to be called before she was called for 5 seconds. Very, very impressive. And behind Brittany, you have Titans chasing Bowling Green defenders to also deny good looks at potential passing opportunities. Just an all-around nice job defending that inbounds pass by Coach Scott's crew. Tara Fleming, Molly Bateman, Madison Rostovsky as assistants. Worked so hard at practice with those. Here we go. Take 2. This time it's Katarian Thompson trying to inbound. Brittany Jackson doing the jumping jacks. They get it into the corner for Lambert. They got a fouler. Nicole comes out and offers the foul with 15.8 to go. It'll be Urbanic's third. Next foul will force free throws. Katarian Thompson will trigger. Brittany Jackson will get in front of her. No timeouts left for Bowling Green. She's got to get it in. Jackson up. Jack. And Katarian's in trouble. Gets it in, and a quick foul is called as Nicole gets her hand on Santoro, and that will send Santoro to the stripe. Santoro was 11 of 14 from the stripe in the opener. Today, Santoro at the free throw line, 1 of 2. The 5'10 junior. 10th most ever points in high school, 2,400 in the state of Ohio. She can score, and she does so there to push the lead back to 2 for Bowling Green. 14.8 seconds left. If she misses, the Titans got to box out, get the rebound. It's up, and it's good. It's a 3-point game. And a timeout called by Bernard Scott. Titans today from 3-point range. This is one of those foul or defend scenarios, I suppose, if it gets close enough to the clock expiring. Titans today from 3-point range are 13 of 27. Lexi Tobel has 5 3 balls. The freshman making her Callahan Hall debut. Anya Marinkovic has 5. Brianne Cohen has one. Kayla Brown has one. And Nicole Urbanek has one. The Titans feature no shortage of three-point options. So it's going to be difficult if you're Bowling Green to narrow in on one in particular. Normally, in this situation, in years past, defenders would be looking at Rosanna Reynolds and Nicole Urbanek. Urbanek now would be your obvious number one. However, Urbanek only has 1 3 in this game and had none in the opener. You have a freshman in Tobel and a sophomore in Marinkovic who have 5 of them today. So choosing where to double and how to defend ball screens to figure out who's going to be open is kind of rolling the dice right now for Coach Ruse. Expect the Titans to drop a couple screens and try to find someone open on a wing here. Brittany Jackson can hit him as well. Here we go. No timeouts left for either team. Marinkovic will trigger. Does so for Brittany Jackson. 15 on the clock. Brittany has it left wing. Drives baseline. Finds Marinkovic. She's defended. Step back 3 off the front rim. No. And Lambert has it on the baseline. Titans got to offer up a foul. Brittany Jackson does. Not sure if that Anya look was the one the Titans wanted. Credit Bowling Green for getting out and defending it. One free throw here will essentially do it. Lambert throws it up and misses the first. 3.4 seconds left, no timeouts. Titans got to hope for another miss here from Lambert, who was 2 of 2 at the stripe today before that miss. Second one up, and it's good. And now if you're Bowling Green, you tell everyone to back off because there are no 4-point shots in basketball, no fouls. Jennifer Roos screams it out, no fouls, no fouls. Brittany Jackson has it, runs it up the half court, finds Marinkovic, throws it up, and that will do it. Bowling Green escapes with the victory. A hard-fought effort by Coach Scott's Titans as they fall in their home opener in front of 4,127 fans on field trip day. And the effort by the Titans, so much better than the one in the opener, and that's something to hang your hat on. We'll talk with Coach Scott here in a few moments, but your final score, Bowling Green defeats Detroit Mercy 85-81 in the Titans home opener. It's important not to overreact, win or lose, in basketball games in November. Titans have proved that year in and year out, especially last year. Heading to the finals of the Horizon League tournament. They kept the home court clear last year, 10-2 overall, 9-0 in league play. And another strong performance here at home. So head coach Bernard Scott will come courtside now and join us in just a moment as he breaks up his post-game comments with his team. Well, Coach, immediately you can look at the effort your team put forth, and they can hang their hat on this effort. This was a pretty darn good effort. Fans that had a chance to watch the first game versus the second game, you saw improvements in a lot of areas. There's a lot of things to like about this game, despite the score not ending up the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, you know what? We played hard tonight. We played way harder tonight than we did on Friday. It was. I'm disappointed we didn't pull it off. I'm disappointed, but you can't fault our effort. if we hit free throws, we win that game. You know, we missed 9 free throws. We could have won it off the line, but we needed to get some stops, and we just didn't get them when we needed them.
Hey, Coach, can we just go really quickly to that last possession over here out of the timeout with 15 seconds left? Looks like Tobel had a quick look, and then it ended up in Anya's hands. Was that the look you wanted there for Anya?
Well, we wanted to bring Anya back off the screen from Bree Cohen. Bowling Green defended it pretty well, so she had to take a tough shot. But yeah, it's the shot we wanted. We were hoping to get her loose on a screen, but the kids stuck with her pretty good.
It was a nice first quarter for Anya. She set the tone for you, 10 points there. She has 5 threes. Really impressive performance, not just from her, but from your freshman Lexi Tobel. Titan fans really a first chance to see the freshman from Heartland, and they gotta love what they saw.
Yeah, Lexi played well tonight, played with a lot of confidence, was just out there playing like she's capable, and it was huge for us tonight to have her. You know, we had 3 people in double figures. We had Brittany with 9 points and 8 assists, so there's some good things to take from this. I just wish we could have pulled off the win.
Yeah, you know, I was going to get to Brittany, and I'll do it now really quick. You got to love what she offers you and her limit. I mean, when she gets in there off the bench, she immediately gets in the action, both ends of the floor. You saw her here force the timeout on the inbounds to force Bowling Green's last timeout. The energy she brings can really translate to all 3 phases of the game there, and it was a joy to watch, as we see here on the monitor as well.
Yeah, that looks like a travel to me, but, you know, but whatever. The kids play hard. And unfortunately, we just didn't pull it out.
Hey, Coach, let me quickly touch on Brianne Cohen in the first half, playing with 2 fouls. She's preseason All-Horizon League for a reason, but she really showed how strong she is mentally, playing with 2 fouls. She takes a Haley Rostovsky-type charge underneath. She's aggressive to the basket. She hits a long range and a 3. I love the way she played in that second quarter under some adversity.
Yeah, she played smart tonight. You know, Bree Cohen, she's a good player, and she's probably the best post player in the league. And today she played well. You know, we just couldn't get stopped.
Right.
You know, we played well enough to win. We just had a couple of situations where we couldn't get stopped, so we didn't make free throws, and it cost us.
Hey, Coach, really quickly, kind of off the radar here, you had a chance to announce 4 players signing letters of intent to join the program next year. Highlights, got to be happy with the group that you're starting to put together, and you have a really nice class coming in next year.
Very happy about the class we got coming in. You know, my staff and I had a lot of time to recruit this class and get to know them personally, and we did. We're bringing in 4 quality young ladies, and 4 young ladies that can play right away, and that's what I was looking for.
And this post-game show is sponsored by the Oak Park High School Band, doing a great job all game long. But 4,127 fans in attendance here on Field Trip Day, the 3rd largest crowd for a women's game in Callahan Hall history. This is what it's all about, isn't it?
That's great. That's great. It was great to have a crowd, great to have all the kids. You know, kudos to our marketing team. They did a great job getting everyone here. Mitch, Jeremiah, Keith, all those guys. Very proud of what they did today as far as the marketing team goes.
Well, Michigan State comes up next on Tuesday. Hope you'll join us here. Tickets available, DetroitTitans.com. And you can read about the 4 recruits coming in next year as well at DetroitTitans.com. Great article written up by Adam Boughton, our sports information director. Hey, Coach, appreciate your time. We'll talk next Tuesday, all right?
Thanks.
All right, that's head coach Bernard Scott as the Titans come up short, but give a great effort against Bowling Green. Final score 85-81. That'll wrap it up here. Thanks for everyone involved. Jason Merrow in front of me running the camera here. Zach and the whole crew. Rob Rancour was here. Love you, Rob. Thanks for showing up. And Christian Gibbons running the show. I'm Denny Kapp. 85-81, the final score here on ESPN3. We'll see you next Tuesday.